What's up, guys? Can't Flip or Ship here. I have here with me a ballad song. Let's see if you can tell what it is. Or actually, it might be in the title, so there's no point in doing that. But as you can see, I have the EPS 101 here. This ballad song is the reason why I got it was because they actually right now can actually like sell for a lot less than the retail value or like originally was, or like how much they used to sell for. So it's kind of like nice because they're affordable right now, right? Which, anytime you get a ballad song that people are getting rid of in mass, like I don't remember how much they originally went for, but now they're going for like, I think you can get them for like $130, something like that. So obviously that's a pretty good deal, or not obviously. I should say that like that seems like a pretty good deal. So I wanted to investigate and kind of see what was the reasoning behind that. And so I got one, and let's just say, as I have it here in my hand, you're kind of seeing the live reaction because I opened it up yesterday, but I never really majorly flipped it. I just kind of like got a little bit of a feel for it. And now I'm kind of like formulating my opinions on it and seeing like kind of what I think. And I think like, other people are going to have different opinions about like what they think. But this shit is genuinely buns. I don't know how else to really kind of like say it. It just like does not do the stuff that I want it to do. It's like slippery. I know like people were complaining about the texture, saying like it's pretty like grainy or like sandy. Fucking shit. And it might just be like because I've been flipping a lot of G10 lately, so like I'm used to the ballad song having grip. But this thing just is not doing anything that I like want it to do, I say as I land a thumb draft. And so like I don't know like where it lies in my personal preferences, but I know that like it's not I would not necessarily recommend this ballad song to you. And if you're somebody who is looking for, something in this price range of $100, like it's actually not bad for that. Like if you can get it secondhand for like 130, 120, then yeah, like by all means go for it. But I think they originally go like for over 200 or something like that, which oh my god, it's so fucking buns. It's not that bad actually. I'm just not flipping well. I had a long procedure today, pretty much from 7 in the morning until like 3 o'clock. I was pretty much like scrubbed the whole time. So but yeah, so it's I don't know. I guess I'm still figuring out what I think a little bit as it's going on. Like I feel like one thing about it is like aerials are kind of nice. Like it kind of feels like it's the slipperiness of it like makes it easier to do like some drafts and things like that. So that is nice. Like I've landed a little bit smoother than I would on some other knives. So I appreciate that of it. But other than that, man, I don't really know. Like, and I'm nervous too, like to give it like the 0G because, ooh, it just hit a fucking rock somewhere in the ground. I think it's tipped. I don't know. But anyways, just because it feels like it doesn't want to do it. Like the slipperiness of it and the, like, see how it just slips right off on chaplains? Even like a regular chaplain here, it like, yeah, it just wants to fly off. So like, that's the first thing. The slipperiness, the chaplains, like it just makes this ballad song like not enjoyable for me personally. I do a lot of chaplains and I do a lot of like tricks where I need a lot of grip. No diddy. But I don't know, like it in some ways like it's weird because like it feels like it's gonna do something bad and then it kind of like does well. So it's deceiving in that way. And I think I remember like hearing that like a lot of people like talking about it and saying like, oh yeah, like it's not good, it's terrible. And I always thought to myself like, well, how bad can it be? And there's your answer. Like, it's pretty bad. Like, I'm trying to think of like what it reminds me of. The OGs will remember the one by the Falcon by the one. You remember the one Falcon? Or no, this feels like the one Alien. That's what it kind of feels like. Actually, no, because the one Alien had better grip. This feels like the one Falcon. The one Falcon, for people who don't know, was like one of the first like big clones that was like it was made by the one, which that's just the name of the brand, and it was pretty popular at the time because it was just like, it was a decent flipper and it was like $30 whenever all the other options were really expensive back in the day. And that's what this kind of feels like. The balance feels very similar, but I guess like the handles are very like thin, you see that? And so like the thinness of the handles and the squareness combined makes it to where like it feels like it doesn't like want to like stay in your hands for certain tricks. Like it feels like it could use a little more real estate. Well, one thing it does well is ladder. Look at that. That's funny. I bet you I could do it again too. Like for some reason it ladders really well. What the fuck? That is funny. But yeah, so yeah, it ladders really well out of nowhere. The chaplains are pretty horrendous, I say as I land a 0G chaplain. You know what? Really what it is just I just need to stop talking. So this happens to me every now and then where like I will say that I don't like a bell song, and then like when as soon as I say that, like completely like my flipping changes and my opinions change on it. So this is just a first impression video, so I'll do like more as I get used to the knife. I'll talk a little bit more about it in the future. It could also be like the lightness of it, and again, I've been flipping like reps and rep clones a lot lately because I like that vibe, and that might be also the reason why it feels slippery and light to me. So I mean, because reps are grippy and heavy, but I don't know, like it's just interesting. Like this is a very interesting bell song. And I kind of jumped the guns by saying it's buns. I'm gonna title it "This Shit Is So Buns" just as clickbait. But if you made it this far in the video, like the nuanced take is that I'm not really sure how I feel about this thing right now. It feels like it could be better, but I don't know. It flips okay. Like as I've been getting more into it, it flips okay, but it feels wonky, and I can definitely understand, like, a lot of people have been hating on it. Camaro EE especially is one of the videos that made me laugh, because I just was, like, looking for reviews online, and he's just like, oh, yeah, this is my review, which is that I didn't review it. I'm like, okay. And then, you know, I've seen some other dissenting reviews online saying that it wasn't so bad, and then I saw Buffness said that it was, like, it was pretty good or, like, underrated, which I would not have a comment on that right now. Underrated maybe, since it's so fucking hated on. Pretty good, I'm gonna have to pass on that. I think it's all right, it feels right now. But then again, let me get used to the balance and see what I think, because I mean, as time goes on, I could change my opinion about it. But as of right now, man, like it feels like it's missing something, like maybe a little bit of like extra handle weight, or like maybe a texture change on the handles. I don't mind the texture that bad. I don't know if it's like the difference between like V1 or whatever, because I know like people were saying that like, oh, V1 is not that bad, or V2 is the bad, or whatever the fuck they were saying. You know, I'm not one of those people that's like the level of unemployed where like I know every version of a knife that comes out like by fucking memory. So like to me this is the EPS 101. If there's other versions, like, yeah, they said that the handles feel grainy on some of the other versions, so they don't feel grainy on this one. So I'm assuming that this one is the version that has the good texture, and it's pretty good. So that's what I think about it. What else to say? I mean, we're already at 10 minutes, right? So, you know, for those of you who watch this because you just want to tune in, then you're probably still here, so thank you. But for those of you who like wanted a genuine review and like first impressions, I apologize, because this shit's low-key like kind of a rant. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of the main things, like, to just go over it one last time, is like the thinness and squareness of the handles makes a lot of tricks a little bit awkward. It's pretty light, which is something that I don't necessarily like. it feels like very easy to like move, which is like some people like that, some people don't. The D2 is something that I don't like. D2 is a great steel, like in terms of like its ability to hold an edge and stuff like that. But the reason why like I don't like D2 in this situation is because it's for a bell song, and so like D2 rusts pretty easy, and so like I can't have a knife that like rusts super easy whenever it's supposed to be like a hard use thing. So that's kind of like one thing that I want to be conscious of, is like I'm not gonna like be using D2 or enjoying D2 in a lot of these blades. I think it's just they should just pick something more stainless, even 440C, even though D2 is probably more expensive and higher quality steel in general versus 440C. But for ballast songs, I mean, these people aren't even using these. So that's how I sort of feel about it. Oh, shit. What else? Ow. I guess one thing I will say is, like, this is beautiful. Like, this is probably one of the prettiest looking, classic looking ballast songs. It's got that EPS look, the Weehawk, which EPS does the Weehawk like 10 million times better than Squid Industries does. This Weehawk is like so pretty, and the Squid Industries one is all right, but it's kind of ass. But yeah, that's really it. That's mostly everything I have to say about this. If you can think of any questions to ask me, just ask in the comments, because that's like, I don't really have much else to say other than that this is right now, as of right now, I feel like this knife is mid. I wouldn't say it's bad. Like, the more I've been flipping it and getting actually used to it, I wouldn't say it's bad. I would just say it's like, it's not necessarily 100% my cup of tea. But it's all right. Like, it's all right. And I think it now that we're here in this situation, I could say, like, yeah, it is kind of unfair to say that it's like buns, and I think it is fair to say that it is a little bit underrated, just because I know it's so hated. Like, if people liked this knife, if it was like a well-liked knife, I'd be like, yeah, that's a lie that it's underrated. But people really kind of hate on it, so it is underrated in that sense. But yeah, that's the EPS 101, my review, my way, kind of just talking throughout the whole thing. Sorry if it's like a little unorganized, but yeah, pretty knife. Flips all right. It's really randomly good at some tricks, but other than that, that's all I really have to say. Let's finish this off by seeing if I can do let's go for 6 or 7 ladders in a row. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man, almost. Okay guys, that's all I got for you. Rock on.